Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Fine, I hope you can hear me. So I wanted to come on real quick, girl. Yeah, I took a quick nap. Not a quick nap, but a nap. And yes, this is allergies, and I can't help it. I did use the nasal thing and all that, but I said while I woke, I went ahead and pulled some snacks, and I've been working on my abandoned places book and also Abandoned London. And if you're doing these pages, I suggest doing this reverse collage, I suggest you have two books and have them lined up. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you what I've actually been doing. I've been fixing some things, and I'm going to talk about some products and stuff that I should have listened to Miss Dee Dee Wallahan. I should have. But I did, but then I didn't. Because I didn't really know the process, and I know I had bought all these products and supplies. Every time I saw stuff on sale, I would buy it, but I didn't really know what I was going to be doing with it. Because I catch her on her stream, and I know because y'all know I love the coloring books, and Miss Dee Dee loves coloring Miss Camelia de Rico book, and every now and then she'll do a Kirby Rosanas. So I'm really into the coloring books, and then I like everything that she presents on her channel. So I go over there and I get whatever I see her and Janet and the other ladies talk about. And I didn't know the other ladies were over there doing the reverse collage. Miss Dee Dee is a celebrity. But anyway, and they call them all different things: junk journals, glue books, reverse collage, collage. I guess you could call it like reverse abandoned collage. You can call it a whole lot of different things. And it just depends on, I guess how you want to look at how you want to do your book. And I tried to start it just by based on what I knew about how collages are, and I realized it wasn't what I wanted to do with my collage books. I wanted to get the same book that Dee Dee has and a couple of the other ladies. And y'all, my nails and everything are jacked up because first of all, I cut my nails short because I don't like long nails because I got to do too much stuff. I don't want no nails popping off or breaking in it quick. I can grow long nails, but I just can't. I can't do nothing with them. I just so, I be digging down in sales bins and stuff, child. Be doing way too much. So, I said I wanted to get the book that she had. This book was hard to find. And then finally, I think they have it on Amazon for like $35. I was like, I'm not buying a book for $35. Mm-mm. So I went down to the Books a Million and I saw this book, which is by the same kind of brand, Bandit London, and it was $3. And I was like, okay, this is good. But then I was looking at it and I still didn't get the feel or the vibe of what she was talking about. So finally, I was on Amazon and Thrift Books, which I guess works with Amazon, they had this book for $8.53. So I'm like, okay, cool, I got the book. Then I watched her video, and this is like a republicated version. Is it republic? A republished version of the same book because her abandoned places this is written down here. So if you see abandoned places and it's written down at the bottom, it's the same book by the same photographer. Here go my voice. Hey, coloring with Lori, how you doing? Hey. Um, so yeah. So what I was doing for all day today, Bubbles. Hey, Bubbles, how you doing? Yes. So what I've been doing all today, and I'm gonna also talk about the brush tick, the markers that that was in your giveaway that Miss Taylor made. One, I wanted to share some tips about these before. Well, I don't know if she's used them or not, but just to let her know some tips. Y'all know what I got that takeover spirit, and I'm bossy and everything, but I had to learn because Miss Bubble sent me some of those too. So I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah. So anyway, I had to basically peel the. Okay, okay. Let me talk about something real quick before I get into what I had to do to fix my books. When I tell you I was so into it, and the pages failed me. And then I said, Miss Dee Dee, help. And then she said, girl, I told you. I done told you, View. And she didn't say it like that because she didn't have a southern accent. But anyway, I got the message, so I went ahead and went correct, and then I found what I needed, and then tried to fix what I already did. But I'll show that in a minute. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all I have been paying $25 extra. I actually paid for the watch, and then paid $25 extra. The smart watch, this thing is heavy, and it had a separate phone line. Girl, I had this thing for about 3 years or something like that. Girl, I don't even use this thing like that. So I said, well, let me cut my expenses and stuff. Cause girl, if Trump is in office, we got to cut our expenses and stuff. I'm just saying, girl, I ain't gonna get caught out here not needing anything that I'm used to having. So I said, that's $24 a month, girl, and I don't even use the daggone thing. I don't even like talking on the phone. So why do I want to talk on the phone on my wrist, girl? So that's gone. That's all. So then I like the fact that I could use it for my exercise and stuff. Hold on, let me make sure. Ooh, y'all saw my blood oxygen. Anyway, I like the fact that I like this because I can see what my sleep is, my oxygen, my blood pressure, and heart rate, and all that kind of stuff. So actually got two, and one is for somebody. So these things about $15 to $24, and you buy it and that's it. You pair it with your cell phone. They got the ones for the Apple heads, and then they got ones for the Android people. And I'm the Android right now. I'm probably gonna get an Apple pretty soon. I want to get a Mac, a desktop thing, but anyway, no. I was getting ready to say we're gonna talk about it later, like y'all paying for it. No, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get one later. I'm definitely gonna get a refurbished one if I get a Mac, the co-computer thing. And yeah, so. But I might get the laptop and then just add a circular monitor. Girl, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, that's my thoughts in my head. So anyway, so these things are like $24 or $15 to $24. But basically, this thing does, and I like this one better. Except though, I got to replace this cheap ass plastic band. I can't take this. I don't like it. It makes you sweat, and I'm allergic to kind of plastic cheap stuff. I don't like cheap paper. I don't like cheap plastic. I don't like cheap polyester clothes. I have a sensitivity to synthetic stuff. I don't mean to be bougie or nothing like that, but I really do have that thing. It is something that is real. So don't think I'm just saying it, but these plastic bands and shit, and it make it look childlike. Anyway, so I'm gonna get a cover for this, and I'm gonna get a nice old band for it. I might get a jewelry band or whatever, but the thing only $25. So anyway, let me just let you hear how this thing sound with the music. Oh, y'all seeing my business up in here? Oh no, those are my notes. And you can do whatever you want to do. Girl, I use this thing in the last 24 hours more than I have anything. So you can set it for your exercises and stuff. Hold on, let me just put my music on. Okay, here's my phone. Here's my phone. And then that's my watch. Girl. Girl. I could just walk around everywhere. I don't need my speaker. I can lean and then I can watch YouTube videos. You don't have a microphone up in here, but you could get your cordless microphone, the little earbuds or whatever, do that. Now I'm gonna figure out how to hook this up to the YouTube to see if that'll work. But anyway, girl, that thing was 20. These things are 24. It did take me a minute to get hooked up. I am on the Glory Fit, and that works with the Asian network or whatever. I don't know. It's Glory Fit and it's free. It's an app. If you have Apple, you go to the App Store and download it for free. Or if you have a nasty piece of Android like I do, okay, Team Samsung, okay, get you to go on down to the Play Store, Google, and then they'll hook you up with the thing. but it does take a minute. Now, the thing that really messed me up, because there's a little button at the bottom of the little screen, and if you don't hit that button right, and you'll be like, this is not connecting, because everything connected. I could hear phone calls and I could see messages, but I could not see the thing. Because, see, what I want to do, let me see if I can show you this without showing too much. I want to go to my phone and see. Hold on, does this anything? Uh-oh. See now okay. This app right here, this is what I want to see. So I set my goal for 5,000 steps a day. Now I had turned it on like the middle of yesterday, and I think I got like 3,000 and some steps, and I didn't really do that much. But it's good to know and shoot for a target. If you shoot for at least 5,000, if you do 10,000 steps, I think that's 4 miles or 5 miles. Girl, park your car at the furthest part of the parking lot when you go to stores, or if you go to work. Like, take the steps, and maybe take the elevator for a little bit and take the steps up till you get to the, I don't know, just find out ways to put them steps in there. You'd be up ahead. You'd be up ahead, and then you can have that cheesecake and stuff. Now, it does register my heart rate and my blood pressure, but the thing that I wanted it to do was for, let me see if I can show you this, it's for the sleep. Okay, but you got to have this on your arm, and this is where I can't wear this plastic band. I cannot. And then both of them came with the plastic bands, but you can order the upgraded bands, so that's what I'm going to get next. But anyway, girl, I used this more in the last 48 hours than this one. And this one I had to pay for. Girl, it was expensive. The smart girl. And I never used the daggone thing. I've had that thing for about 3 years. Okay. So I'm just saying, I wonder does my Apple Watch do that? Because I sure don't know how to work it. See right there, and then we get the Apple Watches, and we get the Samsung watches, and we get these watches, and we don't know how to use it. But girl, I got this thing. Hold on, y'all. I could do a whole lot of stuff. Hold on, I don't even want to do too much. I can see my notifications on the YouTube and my email. You can set everything up. I can hook it up, and I can save the data. Like my blood oxygen level. I'm at 98%, y'all. That's good. That's good. That's the saturation of the blood, or oxygen in my blood, or something like that. That's good. I have asthma, so that's a very important thing. You know when they put that little monitor on your finger, they be like, stick your finger out. You be like, okay, that's what it does. It gives your heart rate, takes your blood pressure. And then it has a thing with daily activities, okay? Your step. Now, yesterday, like I said, I hooked it up later on, and then I realized I had almost done like 3,000 steps. And so I'm just gonna say I'm gonna set a daily goal. I just set it for 5,000, but I hadn't even had it on that long, and I already did. Cause I'm a busybody. I keep moving around and all that kind of stuff. So those steps count. So don't think that you don't. If you just sit here for 8 hours on a YouTube making YouTube videos and talking smack, then you're not gonna get any steps. But if you get up and move around and stuff, and if you could hook this up to you, I don't know the quality of the StreamYard and all that stuff. Don't ask me none of them kind of questions. So yeah, the daily activities you can add in. Hold on, no, let's not even do that. You can do. Oh, my oxygen went down. Okay, wait. The workout. Hold on. Here's the workout. The workout, you can do outdoor running. You can do cycling. You can skip. I don't know if it has roller skating. Y'all know I'm gonna buy me a new pair of roller skates. I haven't had any roller skates since 19 something. Badminton, table tennis, which I love playing tennis. I haven't played it in a while. See right there, it thinks I recognize I want to play tennis right now. No ma'am, it's too late at night. No, we're not doing that. Hold on, y'all. I'm still learning it, but girl, $24 for this one. Upgrade it, put a new screen on there with the plastic on there, and upgrade this goddamn band, and girl, you will be in the house. Okay. Okay, anyway. Okay, so yeah, so the music. Girl. Bombay. And it has a light. $24. Bombay. oh, the cord didn't fell down. Look at me. And this the cord. See, because I didn't want to lose the cord. It's got a different kind of cord. Don't even worry about it. And it's been charged. I've been using it. Hold on. When it came in already kind of charged, like 82%. Hold on. I'm acting like, oh, mountaineer rigging, walking, basketball, football, baseball. Girl, ain't nobody got time to be regulating how much I'm doing for football. But anyway, these watches do a whole lot. And see, I knew this watch right here does a lot too. But this watch is heavy and it's thick. And it's still plastic. It's an updated plastic. I hate this thing. And this thing is thick. I don't like this. I don't like, and this is waterproof. I can go swimming with this one on, or get caught in the rain because we're having a thunderstorm right now. But this one, I hate this one. And when I put it on, I feel like my arthritis kicks in because it's electricity and stuff. So, girl, I can still use this one. I can put it on Wi-Fi and use it anywhere because I didn't pay. This is like a cell phone. Okay. So, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. But it's still a workable device. But I never used it like as much as I use this one. This is not. It's cute. It's child. I do you know how many $25 a month I done paid for the last 3 years I'd have had that damn phone, and I go pay $25 for this, and I'm happy. Isn't that something? You always think you gotta have something, and then when you don't use it, it's like, what's the point? Girl, cut them expenses. Why pay for something that you ain't using? Girl, get one of these things, and then you in the house. I'm good. I could make phone calls and stuff. I sure can. I could do everything and check on my health. Oh, my blood pressure done went up. That's because I'm excited. Girl, hold on. And then I like the fact that you can control it with your phone. You can control your watch with your phone, and you can control your phone with your watch. Yes. You can do. Yes, you sure can. Look, this ain't no commercial. Ain't nobody paid for this for me. Let me be quiet. Anyway, I do like to share stuff. Oh, yeah. Let me turn this off. All right, thank you, girl. Yeah, so I like this little phone thing. Yeah, and the calls sound like you really talking on a real phone. Uh-huh. And once you get it hooked up, it's easy. It sure is. So anyway, let me turn it on. Hold on. There we go. All right. So yeah, let me get my composure together. Let me see what y'all saying. What y'all talking about? But I'm telling y'all, I hate when we be spending money for stuff and then we don't even use it. Girl, I can't be having stuff that I don't use. I'm trying to see how to get the chat up in here. Hold on. Let me see. I might be going the wrong way. Hey, Colin with Lori, Miss Lori. Hey, Bubbles. Hey, Taylor May. How you doing? Hey, y'all saying hey to everybody. Hey, Miss Amy. Hello. Hello. Taylor Man, I'm gonna show you about my little them little things. I'm gonna give you some information now. They say I'm bossy and I be telling people what to do all the time. I love roller skating, and I haven't had. Somebody stole my roller skates when I was in college. I used to do roller skating. Well, after during the summer, and then there was Black Night. Like certain skate lands, they have music that's just black people's music. I know I don't mean to sound racist, y'all, but I'm telling you, when I grew up, everything was just kind of like, at the skate land, we had Black Night, Wednesday night at one skate land, and then it was Sunday night at another skate land, and that meant they just played, black music. Well, Gap Band and stuff like that, Earth, Wind and Fire, and then they had they've tried to make it fair, because a lot of people they don't, when I grew up, they don't like to commingle and stuff like that. But anyway, it is what it is. So now I don't know how they do it because I haven't been to a skate land in a long time. I started roller skating when they had the skates with the little thing, the metal thing you put on your shoes. You had a key and all that. So I used to really be able to roller skate very well then, girl. That's why I got some scars on my knees. Not because I was down there doing the dirty. No. I have war scars from roller skating. But anyway, so then you graduate up into some skates, go to skate land. And one of my cousins was a manager of a skate land, and I would go with him with his kids and stuff. My cousins, he was an older cousin. He was my mother's cousin. And then then his kids. We grew up together anyway. So anyway, yeah, so we would always go, and we could skate backwards, twirl, and just do all the fun stuff. So that was the activity, skating, and I haven't done it since, oh my goodness, since the '80s. I had some skates, and this girl stole my skates, but that's a whole nother conversation because I was dumb. Because I, anyway, never mind. So yeah, so skating is really good activity. Now, mind you, I can't skate right now because I can't see. So I have to wait till my surgery to do anything. Now I may skate around the little block or something like that, but I definitely have to have knee pads, ankle pads, wrist pads. I need a helmet on. Cause if I fall, girl, if I fall on the concrete, girl, something gonna break with my little bony ass. No, ma'am, I'm not taking a chance. So I do have a helmet. I actually have a bike too, and I'm pulling my bike out. I'm getting myself ready, so when I able to get my surgery, I'll have all my stuff ready to go. And I do want to buy a skateboard. But anyway, that's beside the point. So we'll see what happened after my surgery, but I'm gonna have everything lined up. I love to do stuff like that, and it's still on my bucket list. I don't want to be like one of these old witches over here just sitting on their butt talking smack, eating all these foods and stuff. Oh yeah, I did bring some snacks over here to tell y'all. But yeah, so I'm not like that. But anyway, let me see what y'all saying. What the heck? Oh, Taylor said, I used to go all over nights at the skate places, lock in, and those were the days. They sure were. They sure were. They were fun. Oh my God. And the music was awesome. And then I had a couple of crushes on some of the skaters there. But I was always a nerdy geek and stuff with big, thick eyeglasses and long and lanky. Nobody paid too much attention to me, so I ain't really have no interest. I really didn't. So, uh-huh. So, yeah, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Soon as I get cuz I'm hoping that I don't have to wear glasses, but if I do have to wear glasses, they will not be like the glasses I have on now. They'll be a lesser strength. Or maybe I can go back to my contacts. So anyway, I'm good. I'm hoping. I'm praying. I am. I don't want to be over here all this praying and all that on my channel, but if you don't ask to put it out there. But anyway, he gives you what you need. But anyway, that's all I'm gonna talk about, religious stuff. I don't do that over here. But anyway, so the book, child, I use this Mod Podge, and I'm gonna tell you, I probably used too much as the base of the glue to put my little collage pages and stuff. And then I used a hair dryer. When I tell you, when I came back to it the last time, my pages were sticking together, and until you varnish it, it's going to be just still fresh. And then the pages are sticking together from one side to the next. At first, I kind of liked the sound because I thought it was kind of cute ASMR, and I thought everybody's book stuck like that. Baby, no ma'am, that stuff got on my daggone nerves. And I told Miss Dee Dee, and Miss Dee Dee said, girl, I told you, don't use the Mod Podge. She said she never had good luck. Use this stuff right here. Now, I know there are a lot of people on here that are crafters that have other supplies, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm loyal to Miss Dee Dee Wellingham. So whatever she says to use, I'm gonna use that until I get it down, and then I'll do some suggestions that everybody else suggests. But I have to listen to Miss Dee Dee because Miss Dee Dee, I've been watching her for at least 4 or 5 years. I don't even know. So whatever she suggests, I have to do. Like I gotta have my plastic bag over there. There's certain things I have to do because I see what she does and I know it works, and I don't want to go step out until I get it down. Okay. So that's why I wanted to get a banded book, because I wanted to see how she does hers. and actually try to, do a color along, well, a collage along with her and her books. I think there's a couple pages anyway. So anyway, so I got the Abandoned London book first, and I didn't know really what I was doing, and so I did use the Mod Podge. Now, this was the page that I kind of tore the pages and glued it. I didn't do anything with this. I have not painted in any of these. I'm not showing you all the pages. So, is this stuck? Yeah, that's not stuck. So what I was doing was I was prepping it. So I'm not showing all the pages. I'm going to show you the pages I did something with. So this page I showed y'all, I just put some black matte paint around here, and I left this shiny part. But you can't do that if you want to put pencils and other stuff on top of it. And even if you want to paint over this, it's best to put that medium down there. The daggone golden medium. Girl, put this down on your page before you do anything. You don't have to. I'm just saying what I'm going to do. Now I figured it out because I have done some pages because I was running out of this. So I was like, ooh, I got to save this. Some of the pages I don't need to put it down because I'm just going to use collages on top or whatever. So I can still use the Mod Podge as a glue, but I'm not using that Mod Podge to cover over. But I don't know where I got the fact that you can do that. Well, no, because some people do it. But anyway, no, it's not working for me. So basically, the pages that I was opening, they was just sticking together. Now, I probably was putting too much, but I figured it out now. So that page is the page I didn't have to. I didn't have to do too much. Now this page, I did put Mod Podge over it. Don't worry about that. I'm just trying to get my pages set up. I do have some pages that look better. Hold on, y'all. Don't even worry about it. So then I said, well, maybe I want to do my book where I just take that page. I put some Mod Podge on it, and then I went ahead and put some matte paint over here so I can make my collage. And I picked the same colors over here for my matte mediums. I mean, my matte acrylics, and tried to match the same thing, and everything was Mod Podge down. But when I would, after it was dry, it would still stick together, and I was like, and then when I opened it, would be ripping. So I took my time. This page wasn't that bad, so I did go ahead and put some matte medium over this. I let it sit. I opened it up and let it spread it wide open and let it dry. I did not put the dryer on there because it already had. Mod Podge is just glue, and it's just a watery glue. This Mod Podge, it's good for whatever it does, but not for this, not for my book. I was like, I'm not gonna be hunting for these books and messing my pages up using the Mod Podge. So yeah, so I did that one. But anyway, so I just started putting acrylic paint on some pages that I saw that I thought I would like. Now, I did leave these things up in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I can still put some paint over here, but I like this page. So basically, I was identifying pages that I did like. So let's skip over. This page, okay, this page, I Mod Podged it, and then I was like, because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. And then I went ahead and put some acrylic paint. I had to put some layers. But it was still, I was ready to put the Mod Podge on top, which I don't know. I'm probably doing it in reverse. Anyway, I didn't do it. I just went ahead and I cut a fresh piece of wax paper. Not the one that you put on the corners, because that has some sticky glue, Mod Podge glue on there. So every time I put it in my book, it was making my book stick together too. And I don't plan on, until this is varnished, I'm just going to keep me a fresh piece of wax paper. So I was spending a little bit of time. I went and got me some cut right wax paper, and I cut it with my cutters. And so this is nice and smooth. You didn't hear anything opening. Let's go to this other page. Girl, you hear the, well, I don't know you hear the cricket. We're not even going to talk about this. But anyway, this was a page I did with the Mod Podge. And I'm not finished with it. But this Mod Podge, this was the, this is ugly. I have to fix it. Let me say not ugly. It's in transition. We're not even going to talk about that. This one, I went ahead and put Mod Podge on it. And it buckled because it's kind of wet, So I went ahead and put on top of that the matte medium. Now, Dee Dee might say, girl, why did you do that? But anyway, I let it dry. I do have some buckling right there, but there's nothing glued on here. So I'm going to come through and then, fix up that white part. But I do like that page. Now you're going to see how I'm unlearning with some of these other pages. Let me see. I think this is all I have in this book. Okay. So in the meantime, I was waiting to find Abandoned Places, which is the book I wanted to start with. And that's the book that a lot of people that do reverse collages have been using. So I got this book, girl. I was so happy, 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 happy. Yeah, okay. So, um, I definitely have plans for this. This is the first page. I definitely messed up right there. I don't even know what I did. So I did some Mod Podge on that. Some of these are going to, in the beginning, are going to be still Mod Podge down, but then I figured out what to do. I literally had to peel the Mod Podge off. Did you peel the Mod Podge off? I sure do it. It's like glue. You ever put Elmer's glue on your hand and let it dry, and then you can peel it? I probably can peel some of the Mod Podge off my hand, and there's paint and stuff. Girl, it took me a long time. So some of the pages, were nice and some got ripped. So, and then I cut a fresh piece of wax for that because now I can open it. It doesn't do anything. So I did find a couple of things to glue down. And so now I don't hear all that crinkle, crinkle and everything. Um, I think, yeah, so I figured it out. So I'm not going to flip all the pages, just the pages that I touched. Hold on. I got some plans for some of these pages. I can't wait. So this one was doing all that crinkle, crinkle stuff. Oh my goodness. And every time I would open it up, it would rip because it was stuck together. And it was stuck to the wax paper too. Oh, it was so horrible. When I told you, I didn't cry, but I felt like I wanted to cry. And remember, I was working on this one. Look, it's, I peeled off everything that was stuck. I literally sat here and peeled off glue off of pages because I bought this. It took me like a couple, no, I know at least a month to get this book. I didn't think I was ever going to get it. So, and then I covered everything again with the matte medium after I peeled off the Mod Podge. I sure did. And then I put a fresh piece of wax. You see how easy this is? Okay, it is so easy. And then some of this I just put matte medium and I haven't started it yet. So, because this is why this whole container is empty. So now I got to put that on my list to get. And even this one, every time I opened it up, it kept ripping and sticking. And now I got some buckles, but I'm okay with the buckles. I haven't even started coloring it, I'm still putting it together. Girl, I was so mad that I didn't hear that video where Didi said, do not use Mod Podge to do this. Now, this one, I had to do a lot to try to get to understanding how she does it. So I kind of copied some of the things that she did in doing her reverse collage. So this is the first page or the second page. I don't even know. So I did put some stickers down. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Blue Skies, how you doing? Hey, boo, hey. And I know this is not for everybody, y'all. I know it's not. But at this point, I do like it. And I'm telling y'all, try it. I like it. So, I did put some acrylic paint down. I don't have a lot of acrylic paints, a matte of paint, so I need to invest in some more. I need to see what's a good kind. I like to get stuff on sale. But I did repaint some of these things, and I added some stickers from my sticker books. But I have not painted. I did put the Posca markers down, which that's why I bought those markers, y'all. Y'all like, what's she gonna do with them Posca markers? I have a nice little set of them, but now you never know. You just always want more. And I did cut some globes out from those sticker collage books. So this little girl right here is playing with the cat, and this little baby right here, I guess it's her brother or something. He's sitting right there. So I did black these out so that I can make a solar system kind of like that in here. But I don't even know. I might not do that. I blackened the door. I was going to make it like a little studio or something. And they out there in the universe, floating on whatever. But now you don't hear the pages crinkle and oh my goodness, when I tell you, it upset me. And so this page, I did put some matte acrylic paint over on across this side because it had words. And then I just glued this cat right here looking because he was matching. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of it, but these books are so interesting because they have the settings there, and all you have to do is just figure out what you want to do. Now, this one, I love the room already, and a lot of people have done this page. It's like a laboratory or a hospital or something like that. I love this circular thing here, and it's got a rusty bed there and uh, dust. What do you call these? A lap tray or whatever. Everything's rusty and corroded and dirty looking. So I had this little page I had in Miss Camelia de Erico's book that I had burnt up. And so I just cut him out. I know y'all can't see this well. I don't want to put too much light on because it is dark. I mean, it's nighttime. I need to take my horse to bed. And I still got the cataract. So anyway, I didn't put any matte medium on this, but I did glue this little monkey up here on this chair. I glued him right there because he looked like he needed to be sitting right there. So that's the ideal of reverse collage and the reverse collage books. I've seen a lot of people do this page and they've done it really nice. I got all this glue on my hand, girl. I'm gonna be anyway. That's where you have to have the wet wipes. So this page is very interesting. I cannot wait to do it. I love the floor. I sure do. But yeah, this little monkey is sitting up there. He is matte medium down. So let me go to a page that I've done. So I did put some matte medium down. Actually, I put some Mod Podge down and I peeled off all that Mod Podge and I did rip some of the paper and then I layered it with matte medium. I had to get that Mod Podge out of here. The Mod Podge is okay for gluing, but not for this. And definitely don't put a dryer on there. I think that's what messed it up a lot. I did put Mod Podge on here and I literally peeled it off like glue. And then I put a layer of matte medium, so I'll get to that one whenever I find something to put on it. And this one, I just did this one today. I put some matte medium down, matte medium, because matte medium will let you put paint and pencils on top. This paper is shiny. Now I sound like this Miss Dee Dee Willingham. This paper is shiny. And when you just try to paint over it or put pencil, it's not going to accept it. So I put the matte medium down and then I blackened out what I wanted to see. This whole thing had a whole bunch of situations. So I'm going to come back through with my Posca pens, my Posca markers, and clean all the lines up. I just threw him up in here. He's a little robot. So I'm going to make it look like this is his little studio. Okay. And then he'll be his little galaxy. I'm going to have some plants and stuff. I think I want to do plants in the galaxy. But, it's the fun thing about this. You can just use whatever you like. Okay. I didn't do anything to that page. So, there's a couple of pages I just glued stuff down. I did Mod Podge. This page, actually, this little lady's head kind of broke a little bit. But don't worry about it because you can fix it because you can paint it or put Posca markers on top or whatever. Or pencils, as long as you put that matte medium. Now I sound like Dee Dee Willingham again, but she tells you that. Now this one had this stone thing looking down here, and then I found this structure with Mr. Abraham Lincoln. So I don't know where I'm gonna go with this, but so when you cut pages out and you like them, you can just slide them in here, cut them out, and just put them in here. Like I can't wait to get to that. Yeah, it's just using your creativity juices. Okay. So, there's so many thoughts about that one. So, I just finished this one. And all I did, I only put the matte medium on these two squares. This was a chalkboard and that was a door. And I put some blue matte medium. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but at least I prepped it. I didn't put any matte medium around any of this because I might not need to. And so that's where conserving your matte medium, you don't have to put it all over all the pages. And I had actually did that with the Mod Podge Girl, I was destroying my own stuff before I even got started. Ooh, I'm so mad. I missed this. Miss Dee Dee saying don't use Mod Podge. She doesn't suggest it for the shiny paper. You can use it to glue down, but don't put it on there to cover it up, and then your pages are touching. And don't use the same wax paper that you're using for the edge, because this wax paper that has the Mod Podge already on there, even if it's dry, for some reason it will still stick to your pages because it's slick. You don't just trust me. I learned the hard way, so I was over here peeling glue off of pages. When I tell you that was, oh my goodness, it was so boring. So let me see, what else was I doing? I think there's a page in here. There's so many good pages in here. Okay, I don't think I put anything in any of those. So this page, and this is what made me mad, because I took the time to purposely blacken out this page had a whole situation going on. So I blackened this out, and then even behind these little bars, they had stuff. Now, it's not perfect. I just blackened it out because y'all know, first of all, I can't see real clear right now. So I'll come in with a Posca marker and clean it up, to get everything even, but I just wanted to get the ideal with it. So this is a whole carousel. I took the carousel part out and left that there. This little bunny horse is adorable, and that flag, it has some poles and stuff, but I can paint and draw with on pencils whatever I want. I can make this page my own artistic thing, so yeah. So when I let it dry, I did use a dryer. I put the matte medium, let it dry with the matte medium up to a point, and then set it to the side and let it dry and keep it open. And even sometimes when I was using it, I would open the book, I would open up wide, and I would put a clip, these little clips you can get at the Dollar Tree. I would just stretch the page all the way over and then put it on the corners and then in the middle and whatever, so that I would let it fully dry so that it would dry flat. Okay. Only thing I did to this page was just put I blacked out what I wanted to not see. I love this page already. I haven't even started it. It's a cute page. So I have to just keep in mind that I want to look for stuff that I can add to this, or either somehow color or draw something. And then I have my coloring books that have completed pages. This was another page that I did today. I blackened out everything. This is a whole roller coaster scene. So there's 2 seats here, so I have to figure out how to add somebody up in here or cut somebody out that's already positioned just right. And then I blackened out all of that. And I put matte medium, not that Mod Podge stuff. And I was just very, very careful with it. And yeah, so I have a fresh piece of paper with me that I didn't use it to glue the stuff down, because that was what was sticking to the pages and ripping them. So I like the way those 2 pages are going so far. Let me see, what else do I have? This one, all I did was put matte medium on here. See right here, this page, I need to put a fresh page in here because this page already has Mod Podge stuck in here. So I really don't need to put anything in this one right now. I just need to get a clean page. But I like these 2, the statues here. And that blue is pretty, but I have to find something to transition. Now I could just like color the extension of this fountain and then the trees. I may do that, and I may color these 2 little girls, or yeah, little girls. I think I can color these in because I put the matte medium down, so I can color these in like I'm coloring the coloring book, and I can add some more stuff to it. So I put the matte medium down, I'm not touching it. I'm going to put this page back in here just so that it will remind me. You have to put a clean page at home. No, I ain't going to do that because it's going to drive me crazy. I'm just going to rip a page real quick. And actually cut the other pages. I didn't rip them. I haven't bought any smaller scissors yet, so I got these big King Kong scissors, and I got these at the Dollar Tree, I think, and I got these at Ollie's. These are great for cutting material, not for cutting this stuff. So I've got to get some little scissors. Ivy told me about a brand to get, and then I watched a couple other people that do reverse collages, and they also mentioned the same brand that she was talking about. So that's still too big. Well, normally what I do, okay, so I have a cutter. I got one of those cutters, girl. It's right over on the other side of the room. Actually, it's right beside me, but you know, see, I can't use these scissors much because my arthritis is like, what are you doing? But anyway, so use a fresh piece. Don't use a piece that you already, because it's got the glue and it will stick on it and will rip, girl. Oh, I swear, for the last 24 hours, I have been peeling glue off. And then this one, like here's an example. I had already painted over here, and then I put glue over top of it. And baby, every time the book closed up, and I didn't do anything with the rest of it, it was peeling off. So I peeled off everything except for I can't peel this off right now. But what I did was I put some matte medium over the whole thing, and then tomorrow sometime I'll put the black part back. Girl, the Mod Podge, that Mod Podge, so everything is clear now. It's got a little buckles, but it's okay. Fresh, clean piece of wax paper, nothing. See, listen, see right here. This is a page that I need to put another clean piece in here. Listen. That's that Mod Podge. I think I left this one so y'all could hear it. And look, cause I gotta put a new fresh clean paper in here. So I already put some matte medium on here. And I do like this page, so I don't want it to get stuck together and stuff. And normally I was doing the wax paper earlier, I was doing it on assembly line version. So I measured all the way across there, the whole book. And then I don't have the strength to rip it from the little thing they have on the box. And then I would cut this in half. Straighten it out, of course. Cut it. Oh, Lord. Ooh, is this going to be wide enough? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. So, I'm just going to eyeball it, y'all. I got to take it back so y'all can't see where I'm starting. I'm just going to eyeball this. And I do have a paper cutter. I don't think it's long enough to cut. I got one of those little paper cutters. Well, it's not little. I mean, it's a Fisco or whatever. And let me cut this in half. So this will be 2 pages. Uh-oh. Don't be trying to be fancy, View. You got the camera on. They're going to see all the mistakes you do, girl. Calm yourself down. All right, so then I got that one. And I go with the curve when I put it in the crack. Oh, that did not sound right. But if you put the wax paper so that it curves down in there, then you don't have to worry about it. It'll lay just right. That didn't sound nice, but I can't help it, y'all. I just speak it. And then this page, which I love, and I didn't want, it was starting to do the rip thing too. And see, it's still, the crack has still got the Mod Podge up in here, so I tried to spread it open and pull it. Okay, see right here. Okay, so I did put some what you call them in there. So I'm gonna put this wax paper right up in here. And then I'll probably just leave this page open. I'll take this wax paper off. I'll leave it open so that it could dry properly. But Before it was ripping like it was horrible. I know Miss Dee Dee would understand what exactly what I'm saying, but don't always, And this is trial and error. I never did this before, so I'm learning. So if y'all are interested in doing it, y'all can. So I did put matte medium all over this page. I'm trying to decide, do I want to make this like a surfboard, a surfboard, and then have somebody get ready to jump off into and make this maybe a whole lake or river, or I can rip some a lake or river out of some other books and put that down here and make them like drop down. I need to have somebody that's proportionate in size, or maybe I'll have an animal jump down. I don't even know. And then I was thinking about having some water down here and then some people up here, and then have straws like they're drinking water. I don't even know why I came up with straws, y'all, but or maybe some plant, I don't know. But this is one of the pages that a lot of people on the YouTube that do reverse collage have done, and the creativity is off the chain. Yeah, and a lot of people just blacken or decorate all this around and keep that platform. Yeah, so I don't know, but anyway, it's already matte medium down, and it's got a clean piece of paper there. This one I matte medium also. I did Mod Podge it, and then I had to peel it off. See, a little bit of Mod Podge is still stuck, but I had to peel it off, and I put some matte medium over top. And mainly it's stuck around the edges, so. But this is the first book, so I know now. You real Child, I was trying to get on here and not put on daggone wax paper down. I was like, Miss Dee Dee, I don't need wax paper, girl. I could use this old uh, paper that I tore out my coloring book. Girl, don't do that. Don't. And then the next half an hour, I was saying, Miss Dee Dee, I'm sorry. I do need wax paper. So that's why I don't care what anybody say. I'm using plastic, but I'm following everything Miss Dee Dee said. What Miss Dee Dee do, I'ma do too. I am, cause girl, I was ooh, and then you'll see these all of them be right. But I can put a little paint over there, little finger paint over there. You wouldn't even know it. And then when you varnish it, it'll all be clear and it won't stick or nothing. But I have to get it to that point because I don't even know what I'm gonna put on here. I did have some girls cut out that were like sitting on the bench. I was gonna put them over this train track or whatever this is. Anyway, I do love this page. So it's already matte medium down. And I guess what I'm calling this video is preparing your books for you to do reverse collage. And this one, I did put some matte medium down. Now I will be blackening this, and that, and I'll do a galaxy background on that, like you're looking into, like you might be on your sofa looking like you're looking at TV. So I have to get some figureheads sitting on the sofa, looking out that way. So, yeah. I like how Miss Dee Dee, you make your own little story, your own little land. I cannot wait to get to this one. Miss Dee Dee did this with a lion coming out of here. It was so cute. Uh-oh, you heard some sticky? This one was the one that set me off because I had put Mod Podge down, and every time I opened this page, it was sticking. So I peeled off the matte medium that was sticking, the Mod Podge that was sticking, and I put down matte medium. So it's still sticking a little bit over here. And I'm gonna work around it because it doesn't have to be perfect because when you start painting it and finger painting and putting all the stuff on, that's the fun part. So you don't have to worry about, oh, that's not perfect, oh, it's got a little bubble. I ain't worried about it. Girl, it adds to it. But I do like this page. It had a whole bunch of stuff up on there, and I just blackened that out. And so yeah, so I don't know. I was thinking about making somebody ride like make a conductor for the train, but then they got this whole thing here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, and it could be pulling some animals or something. I don't know, girl. You can use whatever you want. It's your coloring book. It's your collage book. Do what you wanna do. I can't tell. And this one too. I love this one also. I didn't do anything with this one yet. Oh wait, I'm lying. I did put matte medium. And you know how you can feel it? Because this page was shiny, and if you feel it after you put matte medium down, it is dull. And I can feel the little texture. And this page also was ripping with that Mod Podge. So I had to, girl, I was sitting here peeling it off, that Mod Podge off. So I peeled everything off that I could peel off, and then I put a layer of the golden matte medium. And so now it is nice. I can go ahead and decorate it. So it had a whole bunch of stuff in the background. I think it was daytime, but I just want to put some black stuff. I don't care about all these little irregularities. I don't care, because it adds to it. So I got my fresh piece of wax paper. Yes, to put there, and I think that's it. Yeah, I haven't gotten to anything else. So I'm just prepping the books, and I suggest two books because while one is drying, you can work on another one. Because if you get one book, you have to wait for it. I suggest, now you see Miss Dee Dee over there doing her stuff real fast. She blow drying and all that kind of stuff. And she says a lot of times when she's doing stuff, she's just doing it for the sake of the video so we can see the process. So, and then I've seen a lot of other people, have other different methods. But, I have a dryer and all that. But certain things I just think need to actually just take some time. Now, the dryer does speed it up a little bit. But the paint dries faster, but the matte medium, well, definitely the Mod Podge was never going to dry because it was always sticky. And Miss Dee Dee said she never had success with it. Now, another thing I'm going to say, I didn't hear anybody say, I'm just going to say from what I know. When you're working in these books, even if you think they're dry, don't pile them and don't still, I'm going to say curing. I think it's best to let them stand up. Because if you put them down here, the press, and then you put them in a bookcase that's tight, they're going to compress together. I say at least let them stand up. That way, and not put them in a tight case. That way they won't be all tight and then be sticking together more. That's just my opinion. Even if they're dry, before you shellac it. So when I let these stand up, and then I just have them so they, open a little bit. I don't think I heard anybody say anything about that, but it might be because I'm paranoid because the Mod Podge jacked me up. Okay, so I will not lay these books down flat. I'll just lean them on, I'm gonna put them down here on my the edge of the desk, and I won't even put one on top of it, one beside each other. I'll just leave one so it can kind of air it out a little bit. I don't even know if I'm making any sense, but you don't want it to stick because you might have a little bit of glue around the edge of the page and stuff. You might not think it's there, but it's there. Because I did rip a book when I did that. And I'm not rip a book, I just ripped a little corner, which you can just fix with the little paint. Everything is fixable. Do I have anything else up on here? I don't think so. So let me see what the comments are saying. Hey, blue skies. Uh-oh. See, this is why I can't tell when the comments go up or down. I think I'm good. Okay. I think they're good. Okay, let me see. Tailor Made. Hey, Tailor Made. Yeah. So that's all I got for you all. That's what I've been doing. Now it's, what time is it? It's 2:29. I'm going to go take myself to sleep. And I got my watch to tell me how much sleep I'm going to get. So I'm probably not going to wake up tomorrow till 9. I got some stuff to do at 11, so yeah. So that's it. Thank y'all for watching. And, I was supposed to, hold on. No. Let me just talk about these. I saw that Miss Taylor Made did win these. And y'all know I got the Takeover Spirit. She won these are nice. I don't even know why a lot of people don't talk about these. These are the Artisa Real Brush Pens, liquid ink. These are watercolor liquid ink. These are not permanent inks. Okay? And so you can color on top of paper and it will not go through. It will not soak through like alcohol markers. This is not alcohol ink. This is water-based ink. So you can use this in any of your books as long as you don't just sit there. Now, the thing about these, you know, they, they do come in where you have to, open them up and pull that ring off and then put them back down and then squeeze it down. I do not suggest anybody doing it over their pages, uh, because do I have a piece of paper? Because it's not. Oh, that's my business. We're not gonna put that on. That's what I got to do tomorrow. This is just something, because these are first of all, they're nice, but you have to be careful with these. Definitely don't, like, just open. Oh, you already colored the page. Now you coming back to it and you coloring over there, and you're like, oh, it's coming out, but then it's might like not going to come out as much, and then you want to squeeze it a little bit. When you want to squeeze that a little bit, get a scratch piece of paper and squeeze it a little bit. You just put a little pressure. They got the little rings here. Just squeeze it a little bit and then see when it comes out. Now, when you're setting them up initially, just make sure you cover it up, whatever, and then just squeeze a little bit. And you can see the ink come from here and come down here. And you can see it funnel through this tip, because this tip is white. And just and don't push too hard. Don't just like squeeze it hard. Just do it real lightly, and then you just look at that white brush, and you'll see it come down to the tip. And then once it comes down to the tip, it pretty much is started. But if you haven't used them in a minute, you may have to do that again, even though the tip is a white. It's not going to turn white anymore. But yeah, so that's how you use it. And then if you haven't used them in a minute, don't just go to your page and start using it and squeeze it, because I'm gonna tell you, it will go ploop. It will. Um, and I saw a couple of people when Bubbles sent me these a couple years last year or the year before. I'm not sure. I do love these. Um, they are more so. You can cut. These are the shimmer glitter ones. These have the glitter thing. Um, they're like brushes, and that's what I like. But to me, I like these if I'm coloring something small, like an accent thing. I have never colored a whole page with these. You probably can, but this is to me is like what's the little the shimmery glitter things in the tube? They give you the bling, and they come in so many different colors. So besides of just not squeezing it out over your actual artwork, because it will blue, you don't know when it's going to do it, but it will happen. And these have a lot of ink in them. They come in with a lot of different colors. I like to blink my stuff out. Of course, my gold is empty, and I like the fact that you can tell how much is in it, and you don't have. They last a long time. Um, these are like the new. What is that? There's another brand. They are just like these. Something Nior, Sentinel Nior, some highfalutin uh, pencil brand that makes these type of markers. I like Artisa brand products. I really, really do. I did see at one time when I got these were $45. I don't know if they are lower or higher, and it was a set of 24. I don't know how many more they have, or if 24 is it, because these are the shimmer glitters. Now they do not have names and anything on them, but when you get the box, you'll see it on the back. So if you swatch it, you'll be able to have the number or whatever the color. I don't know. But these things are gorgeous. I do like them. I always shake it a little bit, and I just give it a little tiny squeeze, not too much. But the tip is everything, and it's very flexible. And you don't even have to really put it down on the paper. I don't know why a lot of people don't talk about these. Is it Spectrum Dior has a brand that is like this? I think these are the dupe of the. I think it's Spectrum Dior. I don't have any of that product. These are really good for calligraphy if you do that. I don't do calligraphy. I have a book on her learning how to do calligraphy. See, I'm not even squeezing these. You don't have to squeeze them every time you use them. What else? I'm trying to help Miss Taylor, so with my bossy hours. But I just wanted to let her know the things that I found when I was using these. But I'm telling you, I like them. And you can do backgrounds so quick with these. Like, look, I'm not even doing anything. And then if I feel like it's a little low, take it to the side, squeeze a little bit, and then do it. Don't squeeze it while you coloring. Girl, I've done it so many times. But you'll do it, and you'll be like, "Dang, I heard you say don't do that." I'm just telling you. And look, the colors are gorgeous. I don't know why too many people don't talk about this, and it does have a nice shimmer. It really does. But the thing about it is watercolor. It's water-based ink. Okay, so you can use it in your good books. But yeah, I was so when Bubba sent me these, I was like, I know she lying. Did she send me the girl? She sure did, and I love them. I do. When I first got them, I used them all of the time, but now I just use them like I don't even think to show that I use them, but I use them to blink. You know how you use your gel pens to do special things? So I use them for that. I definitely use them for clouds, and I use them for water, and for backgrounds. These are my go-to for backgrounds. And then I know sometimes I get on here, I'm like, well, what did I use? In my Wendigord book, this is what I use for this. I was telling y'all I didn't use gel pen. I used these Artisa things for this last page, the page that I really like. That's what I used. This right here. You see this shimmery stuff? See that blue right there? That's exactly what I used. And it probably was which blue? Probably was this blue or this blue. I don't know. They give you a lot of blues. But and then I used it for his jacket. See, you see his little jacket blinging? Yes. So I use this like for blingage. hmm I think those are awesome. I don't know why a lot of people don't talk about them, but girl, I almost said, Bubbles, do you want me to send these back to you? And she said no. And I know what she probably said no, because Bubbles don't like anything that's gonna be suspect. If you're gonna use it and it's gonna splat out, she be like, no, 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 no. She likes her stuff that she know. She need to know what it's gonna do. She don't need no spontaneous combustion. hmm So that's it. So hopefully Taylor made her see that. I hope she don't think I'll have to take over. Oh, Bubbles. Yeah, I hope she don't think I had to take over. Oh, there she is. Okay, yeah. So that's what I was trying to let you know, Miss Bubbles. Not Miss Bubbles, Miss Blue Skies. But those are nice. You're going to really like them because I know you like to bling your stuff out. So that was a perfect prize for your ours to win. It sure was. Oh, and the snacks, which I'm getting ready to devour, I had some Naked Mighty Mango juice, which I can make this on my own, but it's so good. I was doing that. I'm getting ready to eat some of these Fig Newtons. Okay. And then I did get me, I'm going to eat a couple of these little chips, and then I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to go back to bed. These are the sweet and smoky barbecue style veggie chips. Sweet potato, parsnip, kettle potato, and balatafa. I don't know, that's a root vegetable. Let me see. Where's my napkins? Let me see if I can just show y'all and do a nasty crunch. Put some napkins. Okay. And so, listen to this crunch, y'all. Hold on. I got real teeth. mm. That's sweet potato. Mm, 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 mm. This is kettle potato. Mm. Mm. think this is parsnip. It's not hot, spicy. It's got the barbecue flavor. It's so freaking good, girl. 8 servings of 1 ounce. And I do portion control. I sure do. But potato chips, I hate when they get stale. So I always mash them all the way down. And then I have some potato chips clips. I don't know where they are right now, but or I'll just use this. I buy a bunch of these things. I clip, you know. There you go. And I'll eat on this. These are still crispy. And girl, I love an old nasty chew. I'm chewing coffee. No, I'm sorry. Don't y'all tell Jay Wilson. Oh, thank you, Color with Lloyd. Don't you tell Jay Wilson I'm over here. Which stuff? This is a potato chips. These are vegetables. 4 delicious vegetables in every bag. And y'all know what fig Newtons look like. And I get the little end of it. Now, this is cheating. I don't think I'm going to eat these after I just ate this. This is 1 pack. I bought a box that has like maybe 12 or whatever. It's 200 calories, but anyway, it's just something I grew up on, eating fig Newtons. I love them. I'm not going to eat that now because I'm going to have this and my mango juice, which the mango juice, so I'll get some organic stuff, but this is the naked one. First of all, it's too expensive, but it's convenient. And if you start drinking this kind of stuff, and then you want to get some good stuff, and you want to get your juicer out. You know, you want to. Well, you might not want to, but anyway, it's good. Oh, okay. This is gonna give me the itis, and then drink some water. And my voice is going now, so that's it. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I was down there at the Ivy Pearl. I saw y'all over there. I came in at the end. I was cooking. I was meal prepping. Cause I'm put some stuff in the freezer and stuff. Cause y'all know we're not gonna be able to buy food pretty soon. Y'all better get your stuff in stock up. All right.